Kerwin. Nice pass. Cormanius shoots. Oh, he had room. And he just fired it wide, far side. Nick Cormanius becoming a sniper, so to speak, Jamie, and he just missed that one.
Oh, I think you hit it right on the head right there, Chip. He has become a little bit of a sniper.
Chuck Healy, the goaltender, is a big kid. We'll have to get out our roster and see just how big he is. And he might not have had that angle cut down as well as he would have liked. I guess they don't list it on there.
No, they don't. They're probably scared to tell us, but
yes,
he's a big kid. We'll let it go at that.
9:14 remaining in our first period. And on behalf of Martha Slack, athletic director at Massena Central, and Tim Long, the head coach of the Massena Central Red Raiders and Red Raider hockey team, they want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Talking to Tim Long before the game. This is Jeff Slack. Slack in his own zone. Red Raiders clear the length of the ice. Healy's going to have to play it, so icing is waved off. Corcoran in his own zone. Now for Doherty, cross ice for Kringoli. Kringoli racing after the puck. Mike Cameron has it. Doherty has it back, a shot. Nat Smythe, short side, sticks into the corner. Now behind the net, this is Tim O'Shea. Near side, Collins holding it in. No, he can't. Now back the other way, Jeff Slack was slowed up as he was knocked down. Fans looking for a penalty, but none called. This is Tim O'Shea. O'Shea in front of the Aquinas bench. O'Shea, a nice move, splits the defense. Look out as Aquinas have a little trouble clearing the puck. Now Ben Nightingale racing after it. It goes the length of the ice, and icing is called. 8:15 remaining here in our first period.
Oh, he's seen a number of icing calls so far. Aquinas just happened to get it out of their own end as Massena not wasting any time on the attack in this first period.
I'm standing here this afternoon next to a pretty happy football fan as Jamie Davis and San Diego Chargers came from behind to knock off the New York Giants, and not only that, but survive a snowball fest as they were pelted all day, weren't they, Jamie?
Yes, gotta fight that off.
Red Raiders, Menkes with a puck. Oh, Menkes is run into and checked hard into the boards by Lou Ferrari. Now here's another big check as Joe Ward throwing his weight around as he knocks down Jason Weston. Weston has the puck. Weston comes to center. Jason Weston, whose uncle, Jeff Weston, played for the New York Giants back in the mid-'70s. He was an offensive lineman with the Giants. Now Aquinas holding the puck in at the blue line, but only momentarily. Now Ryan McMahon will have to skate back in his zone. Sean Corcoran will go back there. Icing is called against Massena. 1-1 our score, Massena and Aquinas. You're watching the championship game of this Massena Christmas Invitational Tournament, and we'll be back with more first period action right after this.
A great selection of GM cars and trucks, including Oldsmobile and Pontiac, and over 40 years of professional courteous service. Mort Backus & Sons in Ogdensburg. North Country customers rely on Mort Backus & Sons' nationally recognized service department. Genuine GM parts and factory-trained technicians means your service is guaranteed. Choose St. Lawrence County's one-stop sales and service center for Buick, Chevy trucks, Geo, Oldsmobile, and Pontiac. Mort Backus & Sons in Ogdensburg.
Welcome back from the draw, Charlie Durant. Playing along the boards, held in by Corcoran. You're going to hear a lot of Corcoran's name in this hockey game for Aquinas. Justin Walsh runs into Mark Kosha. This is Rossi holding the puck in only momentarily. Red Raiders move it out to center. They battle for it there. Justin Walsh moving up from his defensive spot is Eric DeRosie. He gets a piece of Corcoran. Here come the Red Raiders. Tim O'Shea working hard along the boards on the left side. O'Shea, nice flip pass. Meacham takes a shot. It's wide. O'Shea feeds in front. Oh, Justin Walsh just missed a glorious opportunity. And the rebound trickles through the goal mouth, but nobody there for the Red Raiders. Held in by Meacham at the blue line. Sean Corcoran has it. Corcoran looks like a tired hockey player already, Jamie. He's logged a lot of time already in this first period.
I think he just wants to get that puck out to a place where they can make a line change and he can get a bit of a rest right here.
Well, that's one of the keys for this Aquinas hockey team, is to try to keep the puck out of their zone as much as possible. Clint Kerwin knocks this puck down at center ice, but with a high stick, and they whistle this one down.
Well, thank goodness for a whistle there, because I think there's some tired Aquinas hockey players out there that want to get a change. One of them just went to the bench just now, and that is Mark Koshia. Corcoran is still out there.
From the draw, Durant for Massena. For DeRosie, a little bit too far for him. Down on one knee, Andy St. Thomas. And Aquinas flipped the puck towards the net, and Nat Smythe is going to cover up for a faceoff. As looking right on the doorstep, I believe, was number 16, Jason Gurnett. Gurnett, one of the leading scorers. As a matter of fact, he is the leading scorer on this Aquinas hockey team. 3 goals and 8 assists for a total of 11 points.
Might want to point out that number 9 this afternoon is Parada and not
Dave Nucitelli.
Right. They made that change just before we started.
I'm glad you reminded me, so if we see that number out there, I'll have to keep that in mind. Now along the boards, Jason Carmagna shooting through the legs of Andy St. Thomas, but it's wide of the mark. Red Raiders will have to regroup at center. Right at the Red Raider line, it's Kringoli spinning, playing the puck in deep. Doherty now is going to put the brakes on. He races back to his bench. Aquinas changing on the fly. Red Raiders with Cormagnas, St. Thomas. Now Kerwin going to the bench. Red Raiders changing here. Now they bring out the O'Shea, Slack, and DiAgostino. Cameron and Gerard on defense. This is Anthony DiAgostino. He's tied up by Corcoran. And back in his own zone, this is Kevin Dudley. Dudley, a forward who's having to help out on defense here in this game. We have a delayed offsides against the Red Raiders. They have to tag up. There we go. And a long shot. Nat Smythe has to make a save. Credit him with a save on that Sean Corcoran shot. 5 minutes remaining here in our first period. Now the Red Raiders steal a puck. In over the line, O'Shea. A pass across for Jeff Slack, and a nice play by defenseman Mike Collins to break that up.
Excellent play by Collins. O'Shea was wide open, and he was ready to put it away, but Collins with a beautiful play right there to get that puck away from him.
Played that one the way a defenseman is supposed to.
Absolutely.
Play on a 2-on-1 situation.
Corcoran is looking to go to the bench here. He finally is going to get a chance to do that.
Mike Rich out there, along with Chris Maloney for Aquinas. Ryan McMahon on defense, along with Mike Collins. Kyle Rossi also out there, Little Irish. Trying to move in over the Red Raider line. Jeff Day can't control the puck. Now a pass intended for Mike Rich, a little bit too far for him. In forechecking, Kyle Rossi. Jeff Day has the puck. Jeff Day along the boards now for Joe Ward. Ward run into by Maloney. Rich in forechecking and sneaking away. This is Mike Cameron. Cameron, a nice pass for Menkes. Menkes moves in over the line, a drop pass. Deflected off a stick and out to center. Down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds in what's been a pretty good first period here, Jamie.
Well, the Little Irish have done a nice job adjusting to what they've had to adjust to this afternoon, and I'm really surprised the Red Raiders have not taken advantage of it. They probably haven't had enough time to take advantage of it.
Now McMahon knocking the puck down. Stepping up on a play is Adam Barkley. He runs into an Aquinas player. Center ice. Good play by Mike Collins to anticipate. He breaks the puck up, but Collins will have to skate back into his own zone. Red Raiders with a pretty good outing last night. Zach Long picking up his first win. Played well. Had 21 saves. in the 7-3 victory over LaSalle. Red Raiders in over the line. DeRosie. Now short side, a shot. It looked like it went in as it was.
That was just
Tim
poked
O'Shea.
away at the last second, too.
Yes. Now Charlie Durant back in his own zone, being watched by Kringoli. Eric DeRosie going in along the boards. Doherty takes him out. Durant has it. Near side, the Red Raiders will try. O'Shea is bumped. Gets away from a check, still with a puck. Tim O'Shea, center ice. Red Raiders breaking out. Meacham. Eric Meacham tries to stick handle past a Aquinas player, but no luck. Down to 2 minutes in our first period. We're still tied at 1. Justin Walsh moves in. Walsh has O'Shea going to the net. He's too well covered up. Now a centering attempt, and it goes off a Healy stick. And a rebound cleared by the Little Irish.
And Healy didn't even see that until he felt it on his stick either.
Now the Red Raiders moving out to center. Walsh has a puck hop over his stick. Massena changing on the fly once again. St. Thomas out there with Nick Cormanius. This is Cormanius. He'll play the puck in deep. St. Thomas going after the puck. Now Clint Kerwin in to help out. Behind the net, Dudley. They can't clear. Here's Gerard on the off wing, a shot. The save made, and Dudley clears the rebound. Down to 1:05 in our first period. Nick Cormanius rushes in over the line. Cormanius still with a puck, has it knocked off his stick. Now he goes into the boards. Clint Kerwin has it. Kerwin across. A shot, the save made, the rebound. Oh, Clint Kerwin. Would like to have that one back, Jamie, as Clint Kerwin working with Andy St. Thomas. And Kerwin just couldn't get much on that backhander as the rebound spurted off of Healy and right to Kerwin, but his backhander went right back into the Aquinas goalie.
St. Thomas getting it across to Kerwin. Kerwin took the shot and it come right back to him again, and he took another shot. Still couldn't get it by Healy, as Healy's been superb in the net so far. Just saw something comical a little while ago. Right after this next series of plays, we'll let you know what happened.
From the draw, Aquinas play the puck into the Red Raiders zone. Matt Gerard back after it. Gerard out there with Cameron on defense. Red Raiders still with that Cormanius, Kerwin, St. Thomas line out there. Aquinas replying here with Corcoran and Dudley on defense. Maloney out there. We have a penalty coming up to the Red Raiders. And you were going to mention...
Yeah, for the second year in a row during this Christmas tournament, I have watched a goalie with the door open down by the players' bench go to lean on the pole and miss it and end up almost down on the floor. Rich Magee, the second player in less than 2 years to go out the door and almost end up on the floor.
Matt Gerard picks up the penalty for holding. 14:41. Right now I see Ed Latham down on the Massena bench, the assistant coach. He's got his hand on the helmet of Clint Kerwin, teasing Clint about missing that goal opportunity and that scoring opportunity a moment ago.
I looked down at the bench and Maggie flirting with disaster again. He just opened up the door and he's leaning on the post again. I must like punishment or something. I don't know.
Red Raiders clear here. Let's set up this power play. Only 10 seconds remaining in our first period, though. Gurnett out there along with Doherty. Corcoran. Just 2 seconds remaining in our first period. And that's how the first 15 minutes are played here at the Massena Arena in this championship game with our score. Aquinas 1, Massena 1. We'll be back with more hockey action right after this. You're watching Edwards Production Sports.
Jewelry, the gift that lasts with the memory it is wrapped in. Make Christmas this year a memory for you with a beautiful piece of jewelry from Carbonell's Jewelry Store. Rings, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, or the timeless romance of a diamond. Prices you can afford, and Carbonell's offers their in-store credit card with 6 months interest-free. Purchase your man or lady a memory today and have a gift wrapped at Carbonell's Jewelry Store in downtown Massena or in the Gateway Center in Ogdensburg. Winter sports coverage is brought to you today on Edwards Production Sports by the Bears Den, Route 37 in Hogansburg. Messena Optics, 55 Main Street in Massena. Kanakahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Bill Edmonds of Cash and Real Estate. The Club 37, Tripany Road in Massena. Blevins Brothers, Hewelton Road in Ogdensburg. Mort Backus & Sons on the Canton-Ogdensburg Road in Ogdensburg. Massena Big M, 232 North Main Street in Massena. Massena Chrysler Plymouth, 98 Center Street in Massena. C&M Ford, East Orvis Street in Massena. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillips Street in Massena. Bicarbonose Jewelry Store, 45 Main Street in Massena. And the Gateway Center, Ogdensburg. And by BJ's Wholesale Club. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you high school sporting action here on Edwards Production Sports.
Second period action about set to get underway here in this championship game of the Massena Central Christmas Invitational Tournament. Here to recap that first period is Jamie Davis.
Thank you, Chip Chapman. And the first goal of the game was for the Massena Red Raiders. Jeff Day, there was a change on the assist. The assist went to number 23, DeRossi, at the 25-second mark. For Aquinas, they came right back and scored. Number 22, Corcoran, who they've run the legs right off from today so far, coming back with a goal at the 4:46 mark. The assist going to Mike Rich. That is where we are right now, and Aquinas on the power play. Chip?
They have another 45 seconds to work on this power play against Massena. Dave Montgomery, the head coach, has out there Jason Gurnett along with Mike Doherty. Now the Red Raiders are going to go 2 men down. Sean Corcoran's out there along with Ryan McMahon.
That may be Durant. No, it is not Durant going to the penalty box. I thought he was looking over there, but it isn't. It looks like DeRossi's going.
If you were to talk to Tim Long, I would bet that Tim Long's not real happy about the number of times that the Red Raiders have been shorthanded 2 men this weekend. I think the Red Raiders have taken a lot of penalties this weekend, and of course last night they worked in their favor. I mean, the Red Raiders scored a couple of goals.
Yeah,
but that doesn't always happen that way.
You were going to the penalty box at the end of the game last night. You had to take a number to get in there.
Yeah, more times than not, when you're shorthanded, it's not to your advantage.
No, it is not.
And I'm sure Tim Long will let the forces know that this week in practice. 13:59 to play in our second period. Red Raiders down by 2 men here, but we are tied in the hockey game at 1-1. Corcoran out there along with McMahon. And then up front, it's Weston, Hackett, and Lou Ferrari. Red Raiders penalty killing here. Well, in over the line, here's a shot by Sean Corcoran, looking for goal number 2 in this game. He had 2 last night, but his shot went wide of the mark as he was going far side on Nat Smythe. Red Raiders with Cameron, Gerard, Cormanius, and Meacham as penalty killers. Down to 25 seconds left. And that's icing called against Aquinas. And they'll bring it up the length of the ice. Dave Montgomery, the head coach of Aquinas, played his hockey and his college hockey at Geneseo, where he was a captain for, I believe he said it was 3 years while he was at school there.
I want to take this opportunity before this face-off to thank Gary Edwards for the blow pops once again.
Yes, I've not had a chance to enjoy mine yet.
Become an annual thing now with that.
Face-off, and once again, Red Raiders content on holding the puck in the Aquinas zone and forcing a face-off in the opposition's zone. Another 11 seconds, and Red Raiders will back at full strength from the draw. Nick Cormanius has worked hard out there, Jamie, working here on the penalty kill, and he skates hard, does a good job for the Massena Central Red Raiders. As we've mentioned a couple times, he's only a sophomore. Ooh, that shot hit Kyle Rossi in the back, but he's okay.
Well, Nick Cormanius, his hard work has paid off for him in the last 3 games that he's been in, including that hat trick last night.
What, 6 points in the last 2 games, I think, 2 or 3 games for Massena. Cormanius tries to feed the puck. Chuck Healy's going to come out. Jeff Day.
And I think there may be a penalty right here in front of the net. Number 7, Mike Collins, was going at it in front of the net with somebody, and it looks like Collins is going to go to the box.
So when we return, we'll take a look at that Red Raider power play. 12:29 remaining, second period. We're tied 1-1.
Presbyopia, it's the medical term for the eye condition that happens to everyone around the age of 40. You might first notice it when reading a menu in a dimly lit restaurant or trying to read the phone book. Time for bifocals? No. Time for Verilex Comfort Progressive Lenses from Massena Optics, 55 Main Street in downtown Massena. Continuous sharp vision from distance to near and everywhere in between without the annoying bifocal line or distortion in ordinary progressive lenses. Any no-line lens can make you look better. Ours can make you see better. Verilex Comfort, seeing is believing, available at Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena.
Red Raiders here with a power play unit of Eric Meacham, Tim O'Shea, Mike Cameron, Matt Gerard, and Justin Walsh. Aquinas countering here with Sean Corcoran on the penalty kill. Out there along with Kevin Dudley, Jason Gurnett, and Mauro Kringoli. Those are the Aquinas penalty killers. This is Sean Corcoran. Wraps it, but it falls into the Red Raiders, and they score! From the side, from behind the net, Sean Corcoran tried to clear the puck. It hit Eric Meacham, and then Meacham was able to tuck it behind Chuck Healy, the goaltender, before Healy even knew it.
Well, really, one of the strangest goals I've seen this season. Healy had his foot there, and the puck just kind of rolled in flat underneath him, and he looked back at where his right leg was and said, how did that ever get by there?
So that's a power play goal. For Eric Meacham, his 4th goal on the season, with 3 assists for a total of 7 points. Now, Chuck Healy's going to cover up for a faceoff. Unassisted. And there, Dave Montgomery trying to get his troops positive again. Here is a tough goal there as they give up from basically behind the net, the wraparound, if you will. And
I couldn't believe how slow that puck made its way into the net. And Healy, he couldn't believe it even got by his skate.
Now Kevin Dudley along the boards. Gurnett clears the puck. It goes the length of the ice. They wave icing off. Jason Gurnett runs into a Red Raider player, knocks him down. I believe that's Tim O'Shea. And Ben Nightingale with a puck. Getting away from Aquinas forechecking. Red Raiders break out. Jeff Day, a pass hops off his stick. This is Adam Barkley. Oh, Barkley is put right into the Aquinas bench. He's not going to get much help over there.
And the players are, well, they're getting away from him so he can get out. And everybody coming over to see if he's all right even.
So Adam Barkley.
And he went in hard, too. He went in on his head when he went over the top of the boards.
That's like going into the wall in front of the grandstand at Frogtown, I would imagine, huh?
Well, I'll tell you, it's at least you don't go over it. That's one thing you don't want to do there. But
you're not going to get a whole lot of help going over the bench and on that bench.
Barkley saying, I've had my time on the ice for one day. I give him a 10 on it for a rating as far as that goes. A beautiful 1.5 gainer over the top of the front of the boards there, but
this is DeRosie. Now for St. Thomas along the boards, Kermanius. He's got Kerwin breaking it, and then a centering attempt, and it's broken up. Good play by Doug Hackett of Aquinas. This is DeRosie once again. Plays the puck in. Andy St. Thomas checking Corcoran off the puck. It comes free. Clint Kerwin can't center. Now Collins kicks the puck along the boards. Weston, he's checked by Kerwin. Cormanius now in, and that's where play's going to stop, and then we get a scrum. Cormanius falls to the ice. 10:29 remaining in our second period. This isn't fair. You guys are all chewing on your blow pops, and I can't have mine yet.
The disadvantages of being a play-by-play announcer when the candy is handed out, I guess.
I'll tell you, it's about one of the only disadvantages. 10:29 remaining in our second period. Red Raiders leading 2-1. Now in over the line, it's Weston. Weston on the backhand. He puts on the brakes. Back to the point, but nobody there. Now Corcoran back in his own zone, being watched by Cormanius. Sean Corcoran bumped off the puck, and it rolls to Lou Ferrari. Ferrari in over the line. Ferrari tries to put a move on Charlie Durant, but Durant got his stick on the puck, or checked out his skate. Nick Cormanius. Collins, a bouncer. Nat Smythe will steer into the corner. This is Hackett. Now Durant for Massena. Jason Weston will keep the puck in. Charlie Durant is there. Aquinas are going to change on the fly here. This should allow the Massena to clear their own zone, and they will. Charlie Durant rushing the puck to center. Durant has a poke checked off his stick as he enters the Aquinas zone. Now the Little Irish back to center. Eric DeRossi for Massena. DeRossi loses the puck to Kyle Rossi. Rossi plays in deep. Now stolen. Rossi with a puck. He has a man set up in the slot, but Durant gets back in front to help out. Now Maloney. Knocked down. Rossi pushes Cormanius. Here's Corcoran, a shot. Oh, that goes off of Charlie Durant. He is down, and he is not getting up. He might have taken that one right off the ankle. Charlie Durant. Slow to move here. There we go. That's a good sign.
And I think you're right. He did take it right off the ankle. He's going to try to skate that off.
So Charlie's going to have to wait Santa Claus's arrival. He's going to be a little sore, probably, Jamie.
Yeah, definitely. The next thing is to try to get his foot in a shoe after he leaves. Getting it out of the skate ought to be a chore, and he took it hard. You're right.
He throws his stick on the bench, and Tim Long over to check on things, and Charlie Durant sitting in the corner of the Red Raider players bench right now, and still probably hoping that the pain goes away. 8:54 remaining here in our second period. It's been a good one. 2-1 our score. Red Raiders in the lead.
Aquinas has turned up their offensive machine just a little bit here in this second period. They're starting to be a little bit more physical with the Red Raiders out there.
Tim Long has Eric Meacham out there, along with Tim O'Shea, Matt Gerard, Justin Walsh, and Mike Cameron. Nice play by Meacham to take that pass. A shot, he scores! Eric Meacham!
Another one of those quick wrist shots, and it's in the net.
Hey, and Eric Meacham did an outstanding job of controlling that pass at center ice, as he had to knock that one down midair. And then he broke in over the line, stayed with the puck, let a snapshot go, and caught Chuck Healy maybe a little bit too far back in his net.
Well, Meacham gets his second goal of the game. He already has a power play goal. And that is his second of this game.
And now we're going to get a goaltending change as Steve Latanzio is going to take Chuck Healy's place. Eric Meacham gets the goal. And they're going to warm up the new goaltender, Steve Latanzio, so we're going to step away. 8:40 remaining, second period. Red Raiders leading in this championship game over Aquinas, 3-1.
Thinking of buying or selling? I want to work full-time for you. Call Bill Edmonds at Cash and Real Estate. Our attitude sells homes. 769-0025.
3-1 now, the Red Raiders leading. 8:30 to go in our second period. Cameron behind his own net for Massena. For Gerard, back to Cameron. Along the boards for Joe Ward. It's held in at the point by Dudley for Aquinas. Now behind the net, Kringoli. Kringoli being tied up by Gerard, and Gerard takes him down on the play. And it looks like one of those wrestling moves, Jamie. And Matt Gerard's going to go to the penalty box for holding.
Yeah, the puck was visible right there. It wasn't going anywhere, but there was a lot of activity over and above it.
And Bill Foster sends Matt Gerard to the penalty box.
And this is Gerard's second trip of the day to the box.
So we get a look at Aquinas on the power play here again. Dave Montgomery was telling me before the game that he's been pleased with the power play unit so far this year. They're averaging about a goal a game on the power play. And, well, I'm sure he'd like nothing better here than to pick one up here. From the draw, Tim O'Shea losing the puck. Sean Corcoran feeds in front, but Kringoli was too well tied up. That shot doesn't reach the net as Justin Walsh knocked it down. This is Doherty. Doherty behind the net. Doherty playing back to the point. Now Sean Corcoran. Gurnett can't control it. Kringoli. Now for Jason Gurnett at the point. Corcoran holds it in. Now Ben Nightingale will try. Gurnett takes Nightingale out of the play. Red Raiders have Adam Barkley out there, along with Justin Walsh, Ben Nightingale, and Tim O'Shea, and the Red Raiders break out. Walsh, he's got O'Shea going to the net. Shoots, and Latanzio makes the save and the rebound. And Aquinas come back. 35 seconds left on their power play. In over the line, Gurnett fakes the slap shot, still with it. Jason Gurnett tried to feed across, and he fanned on his pass as he had Mike Doherty open on the other side. Now Hackett at center. Polk checked off his stick by DeRosie. Down to 10 seconds on the Aquinas power play. The Little Irish moving over the line and coming back from Massena. Now Nick Cormanius racing to center. He's got Meacham breaking to the net. A feed pass. Latanzio. And the Red Raiders score.
Well, another one of those weird goals, Chip. It just kind of finds its way to the back of the net.
Eric Meacham was breaking to the net, and simply Nick Cormanius just kind of put the puck towards the net. And Latanzio went down, didn't use his stick. And he tried to fall on the puck, and the puck went underneath his pads and into the net.
I like you, I was keeping an eye on Meacham breaking into the net, thinking he was going to get the pass, but we've seen two real odd goals at the other end.
Well, Nick Cormanius will take that as a Christmas present.
I'm sure he will.
Red Raiders now leading by the score of 4-1. Here's a shot wide of the mark. That taken off the stick of Aquinas is Doug Hackett. Cormanius from DeRosie at 8:14 puts the Red Raiders in the lead by a 4-1 score now. And for Nick Cormanius, that's goals 8 and 9 on the season, and now he keeps increasing that total. He's now got 11 points on the season.
Right, you take a look at the last few games he's been in. The goals have been 2, 2, 3, and then here. I don't know. Definitely looking for that nomination of MVP of this tournament, that's for sure.
Well, to this point, he'd get a vote from me, I know that. So the Red Raiders now shorthanded for another minute and a half. Nate Smythe goes for interference, and he has to come up with a save and then make a save on a rebound. And Jason Gurnett, number 16, did not like what one of the Red Raiders did to him, and he started going after him. Had to be held back by teammate Mike Doherty. Dave Montgomery has Jason Gurnett out here, along with Doug Hackett, Sean Corcoran at the point.
The fourth Massena penalty in the game so far, Chip. A fourth opportunity for Aquinas.
This is Charlie Durant. Good to see Durant back out on the ice. Skate that injury off as he was hitting the ankle with a shot. Corcoran knocked down on the play. Durant has it, but he can't clear. Moving in, Gurnett takes a shot and bounces. Durant knocks down Doherty in front of the net, and he's going to go. And once again, strange weekend for penalties. If the Red Raiders get one, they get two.
Well, this, I was counting them up there. This is the fifth penalty of this game. And Aquinas now with a two-man advantage.
5:55 remaining here in our second period. Red Raiders lead 4-1. We'll be back right after this.
Since 1950, Pete's Jewelers has been your art-carved diamond headquarters. Diamond remounting done in store in approximately 3 to 5 days. Trade in your diamonds for new and larger ones. Pete's also carries 14-karat gold chains by Leslie with a lifetime guarantee. As Pat would say, even if it's run over by a truck or chewed up by your dog, you stop in and we'll hand you a new chain on the spot, no questions asked. 300 styles of 14-karat gold earrings, watches by Seiko, Citizen, and Pulsar, and clocks by Howard Miller. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillips Street in downtown Massena.
So a two-man power play here for another 45 seconds for Aquinas. They trail in this game. Sean Corcoran moving into the slot for Ferrari. But the Red Raiders are able to break that up.
Yeah, Red Raiders have got the muscle men in there to kill off this penalty. O'Shea, Walsh, and Cameron.
Latanzio out of his net dangerously, put it right on his teammate's skates, and it almost popped out free. Justin Walsh runs into a Aquinas player, and here comes the little Irish. Sean Corcoran, he's got a man breaking into the net, a pass into the slot area, but the shot was fanned on by Kyle Rossi. Now on the doorstep, it's Lou Ferrari trying to get a piece of his shot. Red Raiders steer into the corner. Ferrari going after the loose puck, trying to tie up Tim O'Shea. Now Mike Cameron runs into an Aquinas player, knocks him down. Held in by Corcoran. Sean Corcoran, oh, a nice move to get away from a check by Walsh. Red Raiders have killed off one penalty. In front, they score. Lou Ferrari. Tim O'Shea had Corcoran tied up, but Ferrari was alone in front. And then Corcoran.
Yeah, Corcoran and Cameron taunting each other after the goal a little bit right there.
And that's a power play goal, Jamie, for Aquinas. They cut the Red Raider lead in half now. Massena leading 4-2.
Well, Aquinas continues their streak of one power play goal per game. Here's the announcement.
Rossi and Corcoran assist on Ferrari's goal. It's Ferrari's second goal in this tournament. .10-11, the time of the goal. Red Raiders now up by 2, 4-2. Clint Kerwin. Now for Nick Cormanius. Cormanius has got St. Thomas at center ice. Andy St. Thomas trying to catch up to the puck. He and Collins collide. And the Red Raiders now have to regroup at center. 4 minutes remaining here in our second period. You're watching coverage of the championship game of the Massena Christmas Invitational Tournament. Red Raiders defeated LaSalle last night 7-3. And Aquinas beat St. Matthews 4-3. That's how these teams made it to the finals. Cameron dumps the puck in. Steve Latanzio, the goaltender, makes the save and holds on. I understand Steve Latanzio's older brother, Chris, plays for Plattsburgh. Down to 3:41 remaining. Sean Corcoran, we've talked a lot about him in this hockey game, Jamie, and he's been a member of the Empire States last year, the Western team. I believe the team that won the Empire States last year. He was on this team 2 years ago. Last year he played junior, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Now Doherty with a puck. Doherty, had a man, Gurnett, set up in a high slot, but he lost the puck off the edge of his stick. And the Red Raiders come back, and they have an advantage here. O'Shea with a D'Agostino. D'Agostino was too well tied up from behind. Jeff Slack also out there. Anthony D'Agostino doing some forechecking. Doherty playing the puck along the boards in front of the Aquinas bench, down to 3 minutes in our second period. Charlie Durant for Jeff Slack. Doherty with a puck. Doherty trying to feed in front. Goes off a stick. Eric DeRosie. DeRosie will race to center. Now a nice pass. Tim O'Shea has the puck momentarily. Now DeRosie has it. DeRosie shoots. And Latanzio makes the save. Not a bad idea there by Eric DeRosie, as he was counting. I think maybe that Steve Latanzio might move away from the goalpost, and not a bad idea, but Latanzio stood his ground and held out.
Well, Latanzio's had two of them go in on the short side of him already in this game, and I'm sure that he is not interested in another one getting by him on the short side. Well, excuse me, I stand corrected on that. It was not him. It was the goalie previous to him that had two get in on the short side.
That was Chuck Healy.
Yes.
Aquinas moved the puck in over the line. This is Hackett with a shot. That goes off of Ben Nightingale's leg. Hackett sliding into the boards. Menke's going after the loose puck. Barkley taken out. Jeff Day can't control at center. Menke's back for the puck. Leaves for Adam Barkley. Barkley, the Red Raiders have the numbers. No.
Oh, my.
Offsides called against Massena.
There was quite a collision at the blue line, and another gentleman, Barkley again, in the middle of that collision. Boy, Barkley has had no compassion shown to him whatsoever from his fellow hockey players this afternoon. He has taken an awful smashing. And he's on that, back on the second tier of the bench, talking to Coach Tim Long, saying, wow.
Joe Ward with a puck. Ward moving in, takes the shot. Latanzio the save, and looking for a rebound, Jeff Day. Latanzio covers up for a face-off.
Two good saves by Latanzio. I think back to Barkley. That was an awful collision at the blue line. And then, of course, he dumped over the top of the boards into the bench here at Aquinas. So he has had his share of accidents, we might say, this afternoon.
Kevin Dudley moving the puck along the boards in the Aquinas zone. Now Dudley stops and moves in the opposite direction. Plays the puck to center. Backhanded into the Aquinas bench area. We have another stoppage of play and a chance to wish everyone out there a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us here at Edwards Production Sports. Face-off coming just outside the blue line. Smythe leaving now for Girard. Now O'Shea. Checked by Kringoli. This is Gurnett. Ooh, he topples over a teammate. Now Justin Walsh. Right side. Walsh. Nice pass on the stick of O'Shea. O'Shea back to Walsh. Oh, and Justin Walsh just couldn't control the puck. Justin Walsh had smiles on his face this afternoon when I talked to him a little bit out in the lobby as he got his first goal last night. Now the puck along the boards. They continue play. This is Gurnett behind the net for Kringoli. Mauro Kringoli runs into a player now to the side of the net. Nat Smythe elects to cover up for a face-off. Just 1:02 remaining here in our second period.
Getting up slowly is Brian Parada. Or excuse me, it isn't Parada. That's Mike Doherty getting up slow over there. He went down hard and back in the net.
Mike Saporita was out of this Aquinas lineup with a broken foot. He's played with a broken foot, but he did not make the trip this weekend. Last year he was out with a back injury. Chris Marmo is out with a knee injury. Adam Sylvester was disqualified from because of some stuff that went on in last night's game.
Some stuff, huh?
Yeah, we'll call it stuff. Matt Rich is disqualified from this game for some actions last night. Shane Kavanaugh has been out with a shoulder injury. He's 6'5", 220 as a defenseman. So, any team misses a guy like that back on defense.
Absolutely.
Red Raiders with under a minute to go. It's Cormanius. Nick Cormanius runs into an Aquinas player. The H is clear. 30 seconds remaining in our second period. DeRosie for Cormanius. St. Thomas circling. Loose puck. And Aquinas play to center. They have the numbers, 2-on-1. Moving in over the line, a pass in front, and a bouncing puck. And not being able to control it was Lou Ferrari looking for his second goal in the game. Down to 10 seconds in our second period. Red Raiders feet in front, taken away but not out. Clint Kerwin a shot. Latanzio the save. The rebound. Oh! Nick Cormanius tried the wraparound and lost it as it slid off his stick. Right as the buzzer was going, as the Red Raiders looking to score late.
Well, I'm sure that
Aquinas 4 shots for a 2-period total of 8. Massena 8 shots on goal in that second period for a 2-period total of 19. We've played 2 in this championship game from the Massena Arena. With our score, the Massena Central Red Raiders 4, Aquinas 2. You're watching coverage of the Massena High School Christmas Invitational Hockey Tournament, and it's all here on Edwards Production Sports.
Great prices on gas and all your convenience needs is what you'll find when you visit Kanekahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Kanekahaga doesn't just offer you gas and Canadian American products. There's much more than that. They offer a complete convenience store well stocked with all your grocery needs. One of your first stops on the reservation. Ice cold soda, snacks, gas, and more. Kanekahaga Fuels, located on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Winter sports coverage is brought to you today on Edwards Production Sports by the Bears Den, Route 37 in Hogansburg. Messina Optics, 55 Main Street in Massena. Kanekahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Phil Edmonds of Cash and Real Estate. The Club 37, Tripany Road in Massena. Blevins Brothers, Hewelton Road in Ogdensburg. Mort Backus & Sons on the Canton-Ogdensburg Road in Ogdensburg. Massena Big M, 232 North Main Street in Massena. Massena Chrysler Plymouth, 98 Center Street in Massena. C&M Ford, East Orvis Street in Massena. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillips Street in Massena. Bicarbonose Jewelry Store, 45 Main Street in Massena, and the Gateway Center, Ogdensburg, and by BJ's Wholesale Club. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you high school sporting action here on Edwards Production Sports.
After a long, hard day, relax at the Club 37 on Tripany Road in Massena. Club 37, of course, offers all your favorite beverages and now all the nibbles to go along with it, too, like wings, burgers, and assorted munchies. Challenge a friend in a game of pool or just relax with your favorite beverage and now your favorite munchies at the Club 37 on Tripany Road in Massena.
Third period action set to get underway here from the Massena Arena. And from the draw, Joe Ward shoots and a save made and a rebound. Latanzio has it covered up. And then Mike Lapointe, who sees his first time on the ice this afternoon, gets right into it. So Red Raiders leading 4-2 now as we head into the third period. And here to recap that second period is Jamie Davis.
Thank you, Chip. We take a look at the first goal. That second period was scored by number 22, Meacham of Massena, unassisted at 3:07. Then Massena came back with another goal again from Meacham. Cameron on the assist at the 6:20 mark. And then yet another Massena goal, this time scored by a gentleman who's had a field day the last 3 outings. Nick Cormanius with a goal. DeRossi got the assist at the 8:14 mark. And then Aquinas coming up with a goal Ferrari from Hackett and Corcoran at the 10-minute and 11-second mark. Chip?
This is Jason Gurnett with a shot. Nat Smythe makes the save, and he covers up with Aquinas' Mike Doherty looking for a rebound.
If there has been a key stat in this game so far, Chip, it definitely has been the penalties. I take a look at my sheet here, and it is 5 penalties for the Massena Red Raiders and only 1 for Aquinas.
Have the Red Raiders given up a power play goal in this one, Jamie, or not?
Yes, they have. I'm sorry. Aquinas' goal is a power play goal in the second period. The goal by Meacham was also a power play goal, the first one of that second period. I'm glad you were right here, boy. I'll tell you that.
Red Raiders, well, Red Raiders, Jeff Day moving it over the line, but Joe Ward was astride offside at the blue line.
Yes, we want to give credit where credit is due, correct?
Well, in the Little Irish, who average a power play goal a game, keep that intact.
Yes.
As they get one here, but the Red Raiders have been effective on their power play, too.
This has not been too bad a hockey game right here. We've seen more skating than anything else. The roughhousing play out there has been kept down to a minimum this afternoon.
Championship game of this Massena Christmas Invitational Tournament. Red Raiders leading 4-2 over Aquinas. Red Raiders working out O'Shea. A nice pass for Justin Walsh. Walsh has a pass intercepted by Collins, and this is Weston. Puck goes out to center. Now Corcoran with it in his own zone. Mike Cameron, nice move. Cameron, Red Raiders 3-on-1. But they have it broken up by Collins. Mike Collins has had a strong game here on defense this afternoon for Aquinas.
Cameron with a strong shot from the point that time. That almost found the mark.
Matt Gerard stick handling in. Checked. Walsh is spun around. Puck held in. This is Eric Meacham. Feeds in front. And a deflection by Tim O'Shea. Now this is Rossi. Rossi headmans the pass. Puck moving it over the blue line is Doug Hackett. Plays along the boards. Oh, now Meacham takes the shot, and he was trying to clear the puck, and it went off of referee Dan Boyer. This is Tim O'Shea now for Justin Walsh. 1-on-1. Walsh winds and shoots. He scores. Justin Walsh.
Well, Justin Walsh with a 5-iron shot. Just let her go, and it's in the net.
And it's 5-2 in favor of the Massena Central Red Raiders. And for Justin Walsh, that is his second goal of the season, a goal along with 4 assists for a total of 6 points. As on top of the faceoff circle on his off wing, Justin Walsh let that one go and beat Steve Latanzio low to the glove hand side. O'Shea and Meacham pick up assists. From the draw. Now in front of that, this is Rich's shot. Smythe to save the rebound. Where is it? Red Raiders control. Nick Cormanius on the left side. Cross ice pass. Broken up, but Andy St. Thomas has it. Now has a poke checked off his stick. Aquinas send the length of the ice. Nat Smythe going after the puck. Rich is taken into the boards. Gurnett over skates and Cormanius now collides at center ice with Kevin Dudley. Red Raiders work in over the line. Clint Kerwin rolls the puck towards the net. Rich pounds it off the boards and out to center. 11:40 remaining in this championship game, and the Red Raiders lead by 3. Sean Corcoran. Corcoran a goal and an assist in this game for Aquinas. For Matt Rich. Rich Plays it into the Massena zone, and then he goes to the bench for another skater. Now on center ice, the Red Raiders control. This is Jeff Slack. Slack will work it over the line. Slack's got the Agostino breaking to the net, but he elects to go behind the net with a puck. Now Doherty with it. Mike Doherty. Center ice for Sean Corcoran. 2-on-1. Corcoran for Gurnett. Jason Gurnett shooting, and he fires the puck wide of the Red Raider net. Dudley can't hold the puck in the zone. Now DiAgostino overskates. Red Raiders would be called offsides if they touch the puck. Now it's Dudley with it. Charlie Durant. Off the boards, held in, no, by Mauro Kringoli. But offsides is called. 10:44 remaining. 5-2 Red Raiders lead. We'll be back after this.
The Bears Den on Route 37 in Hogansburg is your one-stop headquarters for gas, diesel, propane, Cam2 racing fuel, and delicious foods. The Bears Den restaurant is open from 6 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Shop their gift shop specials now in effect, and remember Canadian money at par on all video rentals all summer long. The Bears Den has an expanded trucker's lounge for your convenience. And remember, racers, you can pick up your Cam2 racing fuel at the Eastern and Western Door convenience stores. And all your grocery needs, too. The Bears Den, Route 37, Hogansburg, the Eastern and Western Door convenience stores located on both ends of the reservation.
Scoring opportunity a moment ago, and the Red Raiders almost connect for their 6th goal. Now at the blue line, Matt Gerard plays into the Aquinas zone, back out to center. Mike Lapointe. Lapointe runs into Hackett, knocks him off the puck. Mike Cameron moving up, holds the puck in the zone. Lapointe can't center in front, but has it back again. Mike Lapointe has Jeff Day going to the net, and he tried to backhand one across. A good, right idea, but sliding defensive play by the Aquinas player. Hampered Lapointe from centering. Now he does to Joe Ward, and they're going to count the goal.
Well, what the goalie is claiming is that it went off his skate and went into the net. And I guess they're going to count it anyway, but that is what happened. Puck come back out and went off the skate and into the net.
And now they're not going to count it after discussions with the two referees get together. And they're going to...
Well, I kind of thought they would reverse that decision.
So they do not allow the goal. And the score remains at 5-2. With 10 minutes remaining here in our championship game. Corcoran now. Behind the net for Aquinas. Left side. Intended for Rich. Red Raiders hold the puck in. Here's a shot on net. Latanzio makes the save. And Latanzio now looking at Eric Meacham, as Meacham, who has 2 goals in this game and an assist. And Eric Meacham was trying to poke check at the goaltender's glove, and Latanzio took exception to that.
Corcoran and Justin Walsh talking together there after they got up.
From the draw, Walsh's shot, that goes off a leg. Doesn't reach the net. Now Matt Rich. Or check that, Mike Rich. Rich in over the line. Rossi with it. Tries to feed in front. That goes off of Gerard. Where is it? Matt Gerard has it held up in his equipment. As it went underneath his knee pad and up into his hockey pants.
Had all 3 players looking around for it, and where is it? Pretty good trick right there, but we've seen that happen a couple of times this season where the puck has got hung up in somebody's equipment and they can't find it.
Something you might want to try when you're short-handed a couple men and you're dead tired and you want a break in the action.
Ooh, Chip Chapman with some chicanery. I wonder if anybody will try it.
I don't know how you can ever plan it. That's the problem.
No.
Having the good stuff get caught up in your equipment.
No, it's not something easy that you can hide either. It's
9:13 remaining here in our 3rd period. And are we going to have a penalty? Yes, we are. And it's going to go to Kyle Rossi of Aquinas. So we'll be back to look at this Red Raider power play here in the 3rd period. 5-2 our score. Red Raiders lead. We'll be back right after this.
Service, selection, satisfaction. Levens Brothers on the Hubleton Road in Ogdensburg offers all this and more. Used vehicles, all makes and models, cars and trucks, huge selection, and 4 locations to serve you better. New or used, Levens Brothers is your dealer for deals. Stop in or call today. Levens Brothers on the Hubleton Road in Ogdensburg, next to the airport.
Red Raiders with the Meacham, O'Shea, Walsh line on the power play. Cameron and Gerard will work the point. It's Gurnett, Kringoli, Corcoran, Collins. Those are the Aquinas penalty killers. O'Shea, Cameron. Now Eric Meacham plays the puck off of Collins' skate. Sean Corcoran has it. Will he clear? No. Held in by Cameron. Cameron with a puck. Now for Eric Meacham. Meacham shooting, and he fires far side and wide. Matt Gerard does a good job of holding the puck along the boards inside the Aquinas zone. Justin Walsh can't do anything with it. Corcoran. Red Raiders have the puck. Now battling along the boards. It comes loose, and Collins finally clears. Offsides call as Cameron did not wait long enough for a teammate to get onside. So 8 minutes and 12 seconds to play here.
I don't know, maybe it's my imagination out there, but it looked as if that last line that was out for the Red Raiders was getting tired towards the end there. Looked like both lines were getting tired for both sides.
Red Raiders